going on? And good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's video, we're going to talk about that big, massive 20-ton air jack. And why I chose it, well, I didn't really choose 20 tons. I did not need 20 tons. I don't have anything here that's even close to 20 tons. But that was just the only one they had in stock. And they had, I believe, a 12-ton or a 20-ton. I just picked the big bad boy because there wasn't much of a price difference. I think the price difference was only like 80 bucks or 70 bucks. So I went with the big boy, but it is big, it is heavy. And your next question is, why the hell do you probably drive around with the jack in the back of your truck? Well, as you guys know, this truck, I've got the onboard air, the tools, everything back there. And no, I'm not like a mobile mechanic, but when we go to the desert, in case we get a blowout, on the trailer, I got that jack. Sometimes I put that also, or that bottle jack, in the trailer, and I got the air in the truck. I want to be able to, just in case somebody does need my help, when say I'm coming back from work or something, I can head straight to them because I got old tools already in the back of the truck and help my friends or family or whoever needs help out there. Now you're probably asking me, well, why did I choose the bottle jack over traditional, regular floor jack? Well, there's nothing wrong with this. This is just a 3-ton. It works great, works perfectly fine, but I just wanted something smaller, something compact, and something with air. Now, have I used the air on that thing? No, I have not. Believe it or not, I've only used that jack, or that air jack, probably twice. One was for my toy hauler, and I didn't even use the air because at the time I didn't have no air in the truck, and the air that was in the toy hauler couldn't keep up with this. So we're gonna try the air in the truck and see how it does, but it could not keep up. It kept running out of air fast. That is one downfall about that big air jack. That thing, it sucks a lot of air, uses a lot of air, and if you don't have a good compressor and a big enough tank to store the volume of air, it's going to run out quick, and sometimes you can just do it much faster if you sit there and you crank on it, with a bottle jack. Another thing, that bottle jack goes up extremely slow, so it takes time. Again, the air is nice if you can do it, and if you have the amount of volume to do it, because it goes up much quicker. So there's some advantages and disadvantages from having the bottle jack compared to your regular jack over here, where this thing, you just, obviously twist and it goes up fast, and that's about it. I mean, you're done. But this thing is a lot bigger, and it is only 3 tons. And I know I only say only 3 tons, like that is not a lot. 3 tons is a lot. Now what I want to do is see if this truck can pretty much has enough volume of air to, use this bottle jack, the air jack. Because what's the point of paying that extra cost for air if you don't have enough air to use it? I am thinking about, maybe, I don't know. I don't really use the air too much in my truck. Like I said, it's just for the desert, for when our cars need some air in the tires. That's about it. But I do want to be able to use that bottle jack. So I want to test that bottle jack out and see, how good it works with the truck, and see if my compressor in my tank is big enough, powerful enough to run this air jack on just strictly air. All right, let's go get this beast. And yes, guys, it is still raining here in California. I don't know what's going on, but it's still raining. The truck is still filthy. Look at that. Come on. If you guys don't say that's dirty, if I see one comment telling you guys this thing is still clean, come on. This thing is filthy. There's no way you are going to tell me this truck is still clean. Look at this thing. That's pretty dirty. I gotta admit, this is probably the dirtiest my truck has ever been. Actually, no, I take it back. I did go mudding one time with this truck. I'll never go muddy again because it took me like 3 months to wash this thing because there was just mud everywhere. But look at that. That's a pretty damn dirty upper control arm right there. Now let's go get the Mr. Big 20-ton out. See how good. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. Look at that. Whew. That's bad. Hey, look at that. Cover still stayed dry. All right, let's bring her on out over here. Oh, look at that bad boy. Oh man, she's pretty heavy. One thing about this jack, guys, it's very heavy for a jack, that's for sure. So one thing that's nice about these things, well, there's a lot of things that's nice about them, but a thing that's nice that I like about these things is you can unscrew this, and instead of, sticking a piece of wood or doing anything like that to help you, you can unscrew this to I guess that's about it. That's about it. Let me see, yep. Probably got about 3 inches, I would say, from here to here, 2.5 to 3 inches. So that's nice. And then also this part, obviously you're gonna see, comes up also. Now what I wanna see with this thing is I wanna put it on the back of the truck and just see how easy it is to use the air instead of manually sitting here and pumping it. We'll put it right over there, right under here, and see how easy it does with the air and how much air it actually takes to lift this thing up, and see if it can lift the truck up also. All right, we got the air line hooked up to here. We're full of air. Let's hook this bad boy up over here. Gonna need 2 hands for this. All right, now let's put it, yeah, we got a nice little flat spot right there. Let's unscrew this. All right. Okay, so I'd probably put a piece of wood here just so you don't have to go up as much, because you see we still got about 8 inches to go up. Okay, we got our piece of wood. Now let's see well, how fast this goes up and how much air it's going to take. Make sure this is nice and tight. Okay. Okay, so it looked like the compressor kicked on. Air jack is still going up, but you can see the air jack was losing some air pretty quick. So this was at 140, so it took it almost down to 80. So this thing uses a lot of air, guys. Clearly, we could see that. But now let's continue to pump and see with just the air if it can lift the truck up. I must say, the air is nice, but I might need to add another compressor here. Okay, so now it is touching. Now let's see if we can, with how much air we got here. We got just under 80 now, about 70. See if we can start lifting the truck. Yeah, it's lifting this thing up, no problem. Wow. Yeah, it's lifting up, no problem, guys. I mean, as you can see, the big gap we got in there. We can keep going a little more here. Let's bring it on. Oh, so that's the airbags pumping because I've lifted the truck up now. Yeah, and that sucked a lot. This thing is down to 60. So if you guys do want to use a jack like this, an air jack, I would suggest, I mean, you can see that one compressor, my one compressor that I have, is not that fast. So if I'm going to use something like this on a regular basis, I would suggest you guys putting probably 2 compressors, two tanks, so you have that extra air. But let's see with 70, it's still lifting the truck up, no problem. Looks like even with 50 pounds of air, this thing is still lifting it, no problem. Yeah, that's I like it. I'm liking this jack. So far, so good. I don't know, what do you guys think? Worth the money? I think this was about, I want to say 250 bucks. Compared to, I understand your traditional jack's probably not that much. But some are a lot more. All right, let's put her down. Nice and slow here. Just coming on down. I'm gonna say I'm liking this. Well, I don't know, guys. It looks like you don't need that much air to get that thing going. It was at 60, dropped down to 40, and it was still pumping up good, still lifting the truck. So it looks like it doesn't take, well, it looks like it does take air, but I'm sure you can still use this jack on low PSI. I am, though, probably going to add another compressor just because that pumps up pretty slow. And if I do get into a situation where I do need it, I don't want to, you know, sit there and wait for that air to fill up. Even though it's going to lift it, I'd rather get it pumping faster than sitting there and waiting for it. And those compressors, I don't remember how much they are, but I don't think they're too bad. So, and it's, you know, it's really easy to plumb them, you know, into one. It's not that difficult. I'll make a plate, weld it, put it right up top, same thing like I did with that. And that's about it. Plumb them together and you should be good to go. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you use a regular jack, or would you guys use an air jack if you had air and if you had the capability? Or would you use a bottle jack and hand pump it? You know, that's another thing. I can just still hand pump this thing also. I just like how compact the bottle jack is. The one downfall, the thing that I don't like about this is, well, the surface space up here. I don't like how that is so small. I like it better on the other 3-ton jack over there that has, you know, a bigger surface to support more, you know, better balance. I'm not liking how small this is. You know, it'd be nice if I can maybe find one like this, an air jack, but with a wider mouth. I think I've seen it before, but I don't think they run off of the air. I believe they only have this little one right here. So if you guys know of a jack maybe with a bigger lip, I'm gonna check. I'll probably buy that one also. Just, you know, so when you're putting it on a block, it's, you know, sitting on a bigger spot instead of this little one right here. Well, there you have it, guys. I don't know. Leave down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And also, let me know if you guys have seen any air jacks like that have a bigger, you know, head on it for a better support. I'd rather have, you know, the bigger head than that small one, but that is still a good jack. I like it. And you don't need, looks like, a massive amount of air to get that thing to work. So, you know, I figure that thing, if it needs at least, you know, 60, 70, or 80, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. But it ran off of 40, 50 pounds of air. It was still lifting the truck. And yes, guys, the truck is still filthy. I mean, look at her. This thing is just disgusting. Look at that. I can't wait till this rain stops. It's been raining like all week here in California. And, you know, I'm surprised California is still above water. I'm surprised we haven't drowned yet. I mean, look at this thing. Holy moly. I'm kind of excited to watch this thing because this thing is pretty damn bad right now. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to click subscribe. Peace.
Yeah.